Hi, how's it going? I'm
Hi, Tom. Lovely to meet you. Grab seat,
Thanks.
please. So have you had a read of the STEM?
Yes, I have.
Fantastic. So why do you want to pursue a career in medicine?
It's the big question. So I guess I've been wanting to pursue a career in medicine for a long time, and there are a lot of things that sort of feed into it. So I guess if I can sort of pick one memory that really spurred me on, it was a long time ago. It's when I was like 4 or 5 years old, and my mum gave me this really silly kind of pop-out book, and it was an anatomy book. So you pop it to a page and the anatomy things pop out and you can see pictures of hearts and things. I know it's something really silly, but it sort of spurred that interest in the sciences for me. And then from there, sort of all the way through high school, doing maths, being a massive nerd, like doing athletics, those kind of things. I think the thing that really enticed me about medicine was problem solving. And it's maybe not the most natural thing that most people would say, but it's just something about solving problems is really gratifying for me. And I really like to do it. But along with that, there are other aspects. So throughout my experiences in part-time jobs and things like that, I love interacting with people. So I work at Dan Murphy's.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like alcohol isn't perfect.
Whereabouts?
Just in Mulgrave.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, near my house. But yeah, so I work at Dan Murphy's, and I really like selling stuff to people, and I enjoy the interactions. Getting people the right thing for their occasion. And then I've also had experiences in more medical contexts. So at local care facility, just at an aged care home, I did some volunteering in my last year of school, and that the combination of all these things is just really adds up to a medical career. Problem solving. Imagine solving all the different symptoms in like House on TV.
Yeah.
And having that sort of like that diagnosis, that problem solving thing is really gratifying. But then that problem I'm solving is really sort of penetrating into that person's life, their experiences, and then I should be leaving a lasting impact in their lives. Along with that learning, so obviously I've gotten to this stage now. I've done 3 years of my degree.
Yeah.
Obviously done well to get to this seat, but I really enjoy the process.
Okay.
I enjoy constantly learning things that aren't necessarily my field, like astrophysics, a bunch of other things.
Yeah.
But that constant learning, I think, is something that's really required in medicine, and something that I can really attest to. Yeah, that really adds it all up.
Okay. Thank you. So, plan to move to Geelong, I guess, for the study?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay, so...
So, I mean, Geelong isn't too far from Melbourne, and obviously my support networks are in Melbourne.
Sure.
I think part of any sort of good university experience is immersing yourself in the university, and I think having that sort of distance will make me really form like deep friendships in the area. I'll obviously have to set up a house and looking to hopefully share with other students. And I think all those things combined will really make the move. I can understand it'll be a bit hard, but I think it'll be a good experience to really sort of envelop with all the students in the community at Deakin.
Fantastic. Okay, good. Well, given that, Deakin is in rural areas, I mean, what are some of the, say, advantages and disadvantages, would you say, in studying medicine here, and how would you overcome them?
Okay. So I think the advantages of studying Deakin are clearly a sort of smaller cohort, I think, and knowing all the staff and the students. I think some of the other universities have quite big sort of cohorts, and also being in a slightly more rural context, I sort of, from speaking to past students, get the idea that it's a lot of more practical experience. And a lot of our placements are in rural areas as well, which is something that I'm really interested in. There's a really unmet need for rural care, and I think Deakin's doing a good job of making professionals who sort of hopefully want to fill that need. I guess disadvantages, obviously the move for me, so I am based in Melbourne and that move will be difficult. But I understand that, as I said before, that the challenge of the move is something that I'm actually kind of looking forward to. Will help that immersion. I think some other disadvantages, maybe slightly less clinical time than some of the other courses. But I guess the thing I like about that is that I actually get a really strong medical understanding. And I mean, I've got the rest of my career to get clinical experience. I really want to understand the concepts before I get there. So I think those are some of the things that have sort of played into my decision.
Okay, that's good. Thank you.
No worries.